Already. What's up, guys? Happy. Oh, I didn't even fix the scene yet. Let me go back real quick. There we go. All right. This is the first one. So, hey, what's up, everybody? How is it going? I see that everybody's here. Bernie, what's up, brother? Hide the women, hide the kids, and hide the damn presents wrapped with sheets wrappers. Endgame Jordan is in the house, and I think we're getting ready for Christmas now. So everybody's in the holiday spirit. Obviously, as you can see, little Leland over here, who is one of our Shred Shed partners, and nobody's been introduced to you yet. So you got to introduce yourself, man.
All right.
Your name is.
Thank you. My name is Leland. First time on the podcast. Pretty excited. Hopefully more to come.
Yep.
Definitely.
He's the kid who you guys usually ask, who's in my stories in there with the Shred Shed with us.
I'm always the one fighting with him.
Usually, yeah. Actually, that's usually the videos are me posting a video of me doing my little selfie stick, and then I turn around and you guys are sitting there beating each other up. Is that coming out, or is that just? I don't think it's coming out. No, sorry. Didn't mean to disrupt the conversation.
We're not dying.
I messed it up. I'm messing it up, guys. Laura said, "Love watching Leland in the Shred Shed. He is such a hard worker." Damn right. You're not allowed. Stealing. Now he's stealing you. He's already on here, and he's stealing your thunder, right? But yeah. So this is our pre-workout podcast for now. The Shred Shed Chronicles. I don't even know. Did she mess it up? Shed. It's not the Shed, Laura. Jeez. She messed it up. She messed it up. I know.
Gotta be catchy.
We need a catchy, good name for these what these episodes are going to be, because the Shred Shed is where we get shredded, and sometimes we're just getting bigger. Sometimes we're gaining a little more weight than we should be, or all that other good stuff. And since I have been doing my runs every single day, I've gained a little bit of weight. But hey, sometimes 20 pounds if you want to say that. But 20 pounds on this big ass body really isn't that much.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah. Like, I don't really see much of a difference, but I feel. That's the thing. You feel the difference. It doesn't feel good, because I know that my cardio went to shit. So, you messed up spelling, Laura. We'll jump back to the comments real quick before we start getting into the workout videos. And now I might have to switch it over to here so that you guys can see it. They're going to be able to see it, but we're not able to see it live as we go. This is exactly why I'm going to have to get a monitor. We're going to have to get like that TV at her house, and put it somewhere around here, so that whenever we're watching videos, all we got to do is like watch it on the screen instead of me like turning it around, and then we all watch it and converse about it and all that other good stuff.
Even if we watch it on our phones, I think it's going to be delayed. So
Either way, it'll be delayed. But even if it's because if we're exactly, it'll be delayed on the phone, and we need the real time stuff. So here's our pre-workout. We had a really good workout yesterday. Yesterday was legs.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get the legs like kegs. And we started off, first of all, you started coming in with us about 5 or 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Was it how long? It was about 5 or 6 months ago.
Yeah, it was hot out, and I think I think it was summer.
Yeah.
Was it summer? I think it was beginning of the summer.
I could look at the day. I mean, we could really figure it out, but speculating, it's probably about
around there.
Yeah, it was definitely in the summer. It was pretty warm out, because
we were
anytime you would
still
walk
outside.
in the shed, you'd just break a sweat because it was so damn hot.
Yeah, and we were. That's when me and Ralph were rolling outside. So we were rolling.
It's perfect weather for it too.
We were doing all like the jump squats, and you were doing your stretches outside, because being up in that little shed sometimes it's hard to like warm up.
You need some room.
Stuff.
You need a lot more room in there.
Gotta turn on the heaters and everything.
Exactly, and that's one of the things. Bernie said, perfect timing tonight. Just finished watching GAW TV with Mickey, Lisa, SoCal Val, and extra satisfaction of stratisfaction of Trishmas. Did you say that? Say stratisfaction of Trishmas.
Good one. Good one.
Trishmas?
Stratish.
I'm assuming that's Trish Stratus. Getting your Stratus. It's Trish Stratus, but it's like the stratisfaction of Trishmas. Trishmas kind of throws me off. I can't. That's a hard one. That's a tongue twister for me. Oh, what's up, Shy? Shy has made it. Laura is here. Bernie is here. We got all of our people. We're ready to roll. So I'm about to switch this on over to the different view so that we can check it out and we can watch the video as we go. So we had our squat workout yesterday. So you started about 6 months ago with us, and we've been practicing. Like, we spent like the first month or so getting you used to, like, having you on the bands, trying to build up all the muscles around the joints and everything. And kind of we took it slow because, I mean, we got plenty of time. We have plenty of time. There's no rush. Yeah. No rush. Why? There's no sense in hurrying if you're going to be working out for the rest of your life anyway. So why are we in a rush? You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on. Mm-hmm. Because that's one of the things too. So you're pretty young and you're still trying to figure out what's going on in the world and how you want to spend your time. Yeah. And, you know, so you'll experiment with different sports and, like, different just different things to, like, keep, you know, pass the time. And it's not necessarily passing the time. It's like learning a new skill. It's like getting out, socializing, networking, and those types of things. Have you found that, like, weightlifting's, like, one of those things that you connect with?
For sure, because, like, it's always, like, being, like, in that, like, athletic kind of, like, mindset always and, like, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, right, like, when you know, like, when I was, like, dude, going into high school, I don't really want to be like 95 pounds and really skinny. So I was like, all right. So yeah, it was kind of like that immediate thing. Especially it just made it easier instead of like just like going like into a gym and just doing like whatever by myself. Like if I was doing that, I would probably like.
And it'll take a lot longer for you to figure out how to do it right.
Exactly. So
that's the thing.
That's why like the first like couple months, everything was kind of like the stretches and everything was kind of like soft weights and everything was more like getting the motion in instead of like doing everything like heavy and just starting in straight up on the workout
instead of just going hard.
Yeah,
just going hard right off the bat.
Yeah, like I did the other day.
Yep. Yeah, because we had deadlifts the other day, and then you just jumped in there with a good bit heavier weight that you probably should have warmed up on. But you were feeling good when you first started, though.
Yeah.
That's how it gets you, though.
I was feeling good until I wasn't.
You start feeling, yeah, exactly. You always feel good until you're not. That's the biggest thing. That's the hard thing about it too, because you never know like where your limits are, but you learn them. You learn where your limits are, and then you learn like whenever you're getting too high up there, and you might want to back it up a little bit and try not to take too many risks because you want to live to lift another day. Yeah. That's one of the main things.
In the shred shed.
Yep.
Live to lift another day.
Live to lift another day. Don't take any like ridiculous chances out there and hurting yourself because you want to be able to do it tomorrow. Because the point of this is to leave the shred shed better than you were when you came in. If you're not leaving it better than the way you came in and you're leaving hurt and you're leaving like, oh, I'm not going to be able to work out for a couple of weeks, that throws you off. And we've all had situations, especially me and Ralph more recently, where we were working out and then it started getting a little tougher, a little harder, a little more not that it gets tougher and harder, just sometimes you get hurt. Just sometimes things hurt. Like your shoulder's been hurting, and I always have my lower back and hip problems. I'm just always working on that, and I'm trying to. And we'll see the squats today where I've completely changed my form, and my form for my squats have gotten so much better by working with cousin Leonard being able to, or cousin Frank Thunder. I think his public persona is Frank Thunder, so I cannot be disrespectful and call him by his government name, and I need to call him what he wants to be called, and that's Frank Thunder. And you had a couple workouts with Frank Thunder as well, right?
I did, dude. He flew in and he just was like, all
right, guys, let's go.
Yeah, it was basically that. It was like, all right, I got a killer for legs. Aren't you guys excited?
Yep.
And then now you got like all of us like in Jimmy like all in like a line outside, and he's like, all right,
running
do this.
Doing a boot camp.
Yeah, it was literally a boot camp, and oh my gosh, I have not felt that, and that was.
There's a lot of footage, and you know what? Next time we can. Man, I wish that I would have just set up a bunch of the cameras everywhere. Just so that we could got a lot of that footage, because all that footage was fun. Those were some fun workouts.
It was fun. That was everybody was there.
Yeah,
Brian was there. Dream was. Everybody was there.
Everybody was there. Everybody was getting in a badass workout. Well, Dreamer was watching, but
yeah,
everybody was watching. Everybody was getting a badass workout in, and like it was just cool. It was good camaraderie. We had Brian. Brian was there, but we have everybody there.
And we all started rolling, so it was like Ron, Adam, me, Brian, and
Leonard.
Frank.
Frank.
We just whipped out the mat. It was nice outside, and everybody was just like grappling whatever we do. What we do best.
Exactly.
What we do best.
That's what we do best is wrestling. We're Mr. WrestleManias over here, man. We're Mr. WrestleManias. But now we're getting into where we started coming in with our workouts, and we'll go to the comments real quick. Shed Speaks. That might be a name. The Shred Shed Speaks.
That's a good one.
Hey, the Shred Shed does speak. We'll see the Shred Shed team. This is the Shred Shed team. You got it right, Shamala. Bernie, squat workout over Hindu squats. Depends on the day and time and area and what you're trying to do. Because Hindu squats, I'll knock out 100 Hindu, 100, 250, 300 Hindu squats if I need to as well. Hindu squats are just free squats, just squatting.
Oh, okay.
Squatting. You can use your arms and kind of like go up and down and just squat and squat.
Oh.
And that's a Japanese wrestling culture thing. So whenever you're like a young boy in Japan, you have to like sleep in the rings and clean the rings every night after the show and put everything down, put it all up. You have to like live in the dojo. You're there 24/7. So
that man became to be Bruce Lee.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But they're like that with that style. They have more of a realistic wrestling style where they're more likely to injure each other because they're kind of beating each other up and dropping each other on their heads. But boy, is it fun to watch! It's so fun to watch. But anyway, yeah, the Hindu squats are great, but our squat workout yesterday was killer. We're about to go through that, and like I've been saying, this is going to be a weekly thing as well. We're going to be covering a lot of the Shred Shed workouts. We've got Went for a Walk, Got Lost with Ralph and I doing the flag ponds. That's coming up next week. Maybe tomorrow if I can get into the editing station and edit everything fast enough. But we have, I don't really want to rush too much between, like, because right now it's holiday time. This is more so like, this right now, honestly, is more practice for me, trying to make sure that I get the technical abilities up and we're able to do the show regularly and stay on schedule and keep the show on schedule. And that's just as important as anything as well. But we had the leg day yesterday.
Yeah.
And Ralph didn't quite make it in there, but Ralph is always killing it on leg day because, man, seeing that big boy get up and get down all the way,
out of all three of us, he is by far.
He's the squat master.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He's the squat master. But the problem is, like, my problem is my hips with the squats. His problem is his shoulders. And you wouldn't think that, I got all these shoulder problems. Why? Well, squats. What? That don't make sense. Oh, aren't you? But there's a lot of weight that you have to hold up here like that, and you have to find the right way to do it, whether it's wide grip, close grip, lower on your back, higher on your back, whatever, to where it doesn't injure you up here as well, because there's that balance. Because I had to change it up so that I wouldn't injure my lower body. You got to change it up so you don't injure your upper body. Yeah. And you have a wide squat. You have most people your size have more of a narrow squat with the way that their hips are, but you have more of a wide squat.
Yeah.
So, but there's no telling. That might change. Your form might change multiple times until you find what really works for you. Because my squats have changed a lot too. So it's one of those things.
Because going more narrow for me, I don't know why. It just I get caught off balance. So when you're going and I'm when you seem just to be parallel, I just feel weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But then I feel the wider you are, the more ground you can cover and stand, and it just makes it easier. I don't know why. I don't know if
it might be just the way that your hips. It's
everybody's
different.
So it's just
unique,
something.
Right. It's unique to you. It might be the way that your hips are formed, and just anatomically they can go wider. So it's more of a natural position for you to go wider as it is anyway. That's why a lot of men will try to when they sit down, their legs are wider because you're just more narrow down there, and
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to keep it open more because you don't want to squish everything that's going on down there. I made your wiener, guys. Boys have penis, girls have a vagina. I don't know if you guys are aware of that or not.
Thank you, Ron. Anatomy with Ron.
Mm-hmm. Join me next week as we go over the phalanges. It's your fingers. I had to give myself out. So we'll go through the comments one more time, and then we're going to start watching over the footage. And I've been the only one that went through the footage. So Ralph, if you see anything that dumb boy over here or Smart Boy over here does.
I'm in school, man. I'm in school.
He's in school.
I'm in
so
school.
He's actually more well-read than most of us right now. All right. Let's go to the comments. Now the comebacks back. Bernie said Frank Thunder sounds like he comes in like a Cowboy Bill Watts. Hook him up. He does come in like Cowboy Bill Watts. I love Bernie because Bernie has all of the deep cut wrestling comments to make, because you guys don't know who Bill Watts is, but I know Bill Watts, and I totally get what the hell he's saying. Good stuff. Agreed. Depends on the day. Don't know what you're talking about, Bernie. We already moved on from that.
The delay.
Yeah, the delay. And then we gotta keep talking as well. Joey Roberts, hello, my dear friend, Big Steel. What's up, Joey Roberts? Good to see you again, brother. I know that you've been joining us a lot here recently, so it's good to see you. Bernie, the squat master savant. You damn right. Joey Roberts, after 9 knee surgeries, I can't go all the way down when I do my exercise. Everybody's different. Make it work to where you don't hurt. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the biggest point right there, Joey. Even people who have never had surgery before, there's people who have never had surgery before and they can't go parallel and they can't squat because it will hurt their knees anatomically. There's just so many things that can go wrong, and everyone's body is so different. I mean, we have like an idea, a blueprint of what a basic human body is, but every single human body does not match up to what that basic idea
remember
is.
the giant dude? What
Yeah, like Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So when you take like the skull of a normal person, you're like, this is what it's supposed to look like. Then you take his, and it's like,
Yeah.
is this a human?
And
or...
you have, let me, because I was actually telling him the other day, I was like, yeah, man, Andre the Giant was no joke. But you guys have seen the Andre the Giant picture with him in a beer can?
I don't know if I've seen the specific picture, but
show you.
I definitely can imagine
Let's see, beer can.
the size of his like pointer finger.
There it is right there. That's Andre the Giant's hand holding
Oh my
beer.
Lord.
All right, guys. I'm going to move this on over on here onto the live stream as well so we can get that. Actually, I got to save it first and then throw it over so it'll come on.
That's crazy.
But you guys, I'm sure that most of you guys have seen the picture that I'm. Oops! Oh no! See what happened? Let me fix that.
A lot of
camera.
behind the
Sorry,
scenes
guys.
stuff
Sorry, guys.
in this con.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
confusing, man.
So there goes that. Boom! There goes your good old Andre the Giant. That's his hand with a normal, what's that, 20-ounce can or whatever
It is.
a 12-ounce
That looks
can,
like that looks
whatever.
more like one of the taller ones.
Yeah.
Like than like just like the standard like whatever.
But just look at like the normal person, the normal human hand beside him, and then you see that, and that's like, that's not a normal person at all. I don't know if he ever performed a squat. I'm pretty sure he probably didn't. He probably couldn't even, like, it probably took years for him to be able to even do anything because, that body just started breaking down too fast.
Yeah.
Too fast.
The fact that he still wears jewelry and the stuff that's like a normal person,
I know.
his thing has to be
He has
like,
to get like special made jewelry.
do like
and
a
everything.
low hanging like dangly one for like one of us would be like a choker on him or
It'd be
something.
It wouldn't even make any sense.
Did he had to have like worked out and conditioned, right? Or did he just stay huge and just like hop in the ring?
I think he was just huge.
Like,
I don't think he was a workout guy.
yeah.
His generation, like that, they worked out, but they didn't work out like that. Like out of all the like old school, like I've read, I'm reading now Buddy Rogers' book, but I've read Lou Thesz's book. I've read a few of the older guys from like 1950s and 60s wrestling, and some of them did conditioning, but they came from sport. Like they were actual wrestlers. And then they got into professional wrestling because it was a natural transition. So a lot of the athletic guys did do that. A lot of the other guys, like he was such a freak. I don't think he worked out. I think that he just lived the circus scene. Like he lived like he was still in the circus because wrestling came from the circuses.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of very similar. And he was a freak show type draw. Like people would just be like, oh my God, you got to see this big.
Yeah.
Giant guy.
No matter what he was doing, like even if like no matter what sport, wrestling or not, he's just like almost like a tourist attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Just him like standing there could make you money.
Exactly. And he had like he was like a historic drinker. Like he was known for like drinking like 12 bottles of wine in a day and like I don't know how many beers. I think somebody said like over 100 beers.
I think
mean,
there
it's,
was like this
crazy.
one like the documentary like we were talking about, and they were talking about like him. Like they had to like make this like special thing, like
Yeah.
like they had to like get like some more like alcohol into like a certain like point, so he would actually like could like feel
So you
something.
can feel it, yeah.
Like
Yeah, because people would see him drinking and they'd be like, "Are you drunk? Are you?" And he's like,
Nope.
mm,
It's like,
"Don't
what?
feel nothing."
How many are you in? I'm only like 15 in.
Yeah,
Only
and then
15,
yeah,
yeah.
and you think that like he would feel it at a certain point, but then you've never had that body, and that
Yeah.
body is just so huge. It's so much mass. It's crazy. It's like
How much did
it's
he
like
weigh?
400. I mean, he was 325 to 350 pounds when he was 19.
Oh my god!
And he was like 6'10" when he was like that age. So like, who knows? I mean, and his peak, he was definitely over 7 foot. Once he got older, obviously he shrunk a little bit. And like his last match with, well, not last match, but his WrestleMania match with Hulk Hogan, they look pretty similar to the same height. But the Giant, like, he just has that oversized body. Like the whole, like he literally just looks like a giant. But anyway, before we get cutting back from the 9 surgeries thing, everybody's body is different. And yes, Andre the Giant's body is different than most
Very.
normal people's. But it's like you said, Joey, everyone's body is different. Don't do anything to hurt yourself. And that's what I harp on them a lot. I harp on them more about safety than anything. And then we'll start pushing it. And then I'm like, okay, guys, stop being a little fucking wuss and push it a little bit. Sorry for the language, you know. F words or no-nos, but sometimes I get excited. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to, like, that was why, because you're young. So whenever you first got in there, whenever you first
Yeah.
started lifting weights, then like you can pick up a lot of really, really bad habits. And that's a very easy thing. And most people do that. Most people do that. And you'll see, like, there's always things to improve upon. And it's not like any of us do anything perfect as it is. And we always have something to improve upon. Like, I got stuff to improve upon on my squats. You got stuff to improve upon on you have on yours. And it's all different things, though.
Yeah.
Mine's strength in my hips. Yours is flexibility in your shoulders. Yours is flexibility in your ankles and your hips.
Yeah.
It's all
I
those
think,
little
I think
things.
you need to like pull something and see if like you can find it in your phone. Like the first couple weeks I was working out, like whatever it was, dude, my legs
I
must have been
saved
like
them on.
so shaky.
I put them onto the. Oh, I have everything. I have everything. I don't lose it all. I keep it put up. Even
Yeah.
if the external hard drive breaks down on me, I'm saving it so that we're gonna get everything out of it.
Yeah, that was probably not a good look, but it just goes to show like the way you come from. So.
Exactly. So
Bragging
anyway,
rights.
Anyway, back to the comments. Shy said, "I'll cry if I do squats like you guys do. After 8, I am like, when will this stop?" Well, that's the thing, though. You know, like, I know you don't like it. I mean, we don't like the pain, but you kind of learn to love it.
You'll see, like in the videos, dude. Right when you hit 8, right when you hit 8, you're like,
You get this shit off
like,
of me.
that's when you stand up and then you like stall for a second. You're like, oh my gosh, and then you got to
Yep.
go down for more. Yeah, it's not like
He
gotta
got
go
close,
down for
dude.
more.
He got close yesterday. Yesterday, he almost got to the point to where, you know, whenever you're squatting and then you're like, everything's on fire, your shoulders on fire. You get it off, and then the first thing you want to do is just flop on the ground.
Yeah, I literally
he was
like,
almost so close,
I was
close.
dead.
We just have to increase the weight with the volume because your strength is a lot higher than what. It's a lot higher. I mean, it's just going to keep growing right now anyway. So let's just keep rolling with it and keep making that grow. But let me get to the comments so that we can get to the video. I
What were you
mean,
pushing?
this is why we got it. You know, I don't fight on the pod. It's a podcast, guys.
What?
This is not the Shred Shed. Don't fight and just keep it nice, guys. Just keep it nice. We're not
We
trying.
might get
to,
a
like-
live show. Like we might like I might like throw him through the desk.
I don't want to have to pull him off of you on live. You know?
No.
See,
I think that's
but-
what the people want to see.
I know.
Yeah, I think
but you
that's-
have to give it. You have to give it to him though. He's not giving it. He's not fucking giving in.
Yeah.
He's not giving in. All right. I know. We'll see. You'll cry if you do squats, Shamala. We get it. Bernie said the squats, Hindu versus workout. Agreed. Depends on the day. Definitely. Beastie Glow. Good to see you, Beastie. Merry Christmas to you and your crew. Merry Christmas to the crew. Glad to see you there, Beastie. It's good to see you jumping in here. After Booker T blew my knee out in Japan, I've had to learn to deal with it. How did Booker T blow your knee out? Did he fall on it?
Dude, blowing your knee out. That's
bad.
That's bad.
That's pretty rough. Bernie said the Andre drinking stories are legendary. Definitely. That's kind of where we were. That's kind of like, I guess everybody knows about that. Like, everybody knows about that. Joey said, Paul, that's funny you're talking about that. I'm actually writing a small paperback book. Me and Tommy Rich are putting this together. What's the paperback book about? Is it about Andre the Giant? Paul, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for drinking 109 beers in one serving. It's Andre the Giant. It's Andre the Giant. Yeah, man. Like, that's... But now think about it, though. He was around 575 pounds at his heaviest. So that's probably like right before he was about to die.
Oh yeah, his meals too. I want to like not like that. Like after like a couple like glasses of like water, I'm like full.
Yeah.
Like from that.
Yeah.
So not only is he, oh my, that's just
piling
crazy.
it in and piling it in.
And then the carbs too, and like all like the like. Oh my gosh, be burping.
575. That's so crazy. Shamala said, "Fight, fight, fight, fight."
What like before like the MMA fights, you got like the matchup where they're doing
yeah, exactly. And Bernie said Ralph's table spot needs to be saved for DVD extras. That's true. That's true. Like you cut it. Well, like you cut it right to when you're grabbing him. And then it's like, hey, if you want to see him throw him through the table, you have to go to Jourdain.shop and you'll buy the digital copy because we're not doing DVDs anymore. We're doing digital copies. But we'll send you the digital copy directly.
Link in bio.
Link in bio, baby.
Want to see the
bio.
rest? Link
Barry
in bio.
Jones, good to see you. I'm glad. Hey, we're getting everybody in here. It's good to see you, Barry. What is going on, my brother or my sister? I don't know what you can consider yourself. As Greg Doucette says, you can be a circle or a square for all I care. I made that. That sounded.
That
he
sounded
doesn't say it. I made it. I spiced it up with that for all I care. But that's a good way to go about it. I think. You know, be a circle or a square for all I care. I don't give a shit what you are. Unless you're late for dinner, then hurry the fuck up because now we're waiting on you. See, I've used the F word twice. I've been worse than everybody. I thought I was gonna have to be yelling at y'all.
End the stream. We're done.
I thought y'all were gonna.
I was
gonna have to yell at y'all, and I'm sitting here being the bad one. Anyway, all right, we're almost there. Barry Jones, good to see you, man. No, my wrestling carrier and stories of the ring with Tommy Rich and his stories. Oh, that's awesome, Joey. I'll be interested to see that. I love my wrestling books, so definitely let me know about that because I'm totally down to check out some of that. All right, guys, we ready to check out some of this weightlifting footage? Let's turn that off. Boom. All right, guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? So we had our squats yesterday. Ralph wasn't there, but Ralph is here now. So we're gonna go a little bit over.
Who's squatting that?
Like that. What's that?
I'm sorry.
Leland was. Do you see it on there already?
Yeah.
Nice. So so Leland was squatting that. He was squatting.
No, there's no way. I think that's yeah, just the 245s on there. Just the 245s on there.
He didn't catch the sarcasm. All right, guys, ready? All right, set number 1. We're doing 3 sets. We did like 3 or 4 warm-ups, and then 3 really hard working sets, and 11. But now I'm looking for a damn
clip.
A clip.
Fuck.
Because we have so many clips, but for some reason when we need them. This is now.
This needs to be addressed.
This needs to be addressed.
So.
This is important.
We have so many clips. We probably have a total of like 10 clips in this place because you need one for each side. I think there's 4. There's 4 of the thin ones, the thin metal ones, and then 3.
2. Well, yeah, but 2 of the thick metal ones.
Oh.
And 3 of the black, good collars. Those are great collars. They're really good, but. I wouldn't be saying that they're really good, though, because the first day I bought them, the very first day. See, now I'm,
it was the first, so what happened?
Yes, exactly.
I was getting done benching like,
what had
I don't know, like 300 maybe, and I was like...
First of all, wait a minute. More like 250, buddy, okay?
But it was like so like right after you're like done like lifting the weights, everything like that you pick up just seems so like light after that. So it was like that was like the first thing.
This is a great excuse.
That is a good excuse.
I thought about this.
So this is like the.
He knew I was gonna call
So
his
it was
ass
like
out
the
on
first
it.
thing that I had to hold. It was the first thing I had to hold after because I had to like take off the weights, maybe take off a couple 45s for Ron. But it was just so like light, like I accidentally like tossed it and it hit the ground, and these were brand new.
Yep.
There was the ones with like the new dumbbells and everything, and it broke.
It broke.
It broke.
All you did was just toss it down.
It was on the mat too. It wasn't even on like.
It was on the
wasn't even
mat.
cement.
It was on the mat.
Tried.
You know, to
It
be
was
fair,
really on the mat.
to be fair, I was right there, and I even saw when he dropped it. He didn't even throw it. You would think like maybe he just threw it and
No,
it got
it
a
was
little bit
more
of hang
like-
time.
just a
It was a
like, on the
toss
mat.
and a drop, and that thing went. It just broke all over the place.
So I was waiting for somebody else to break one, so I wouldn't be the only one.
I
but
thought it was going to break by
it
now.
hasn't happened yet.
It
Of
has
course.
not happened
Of
yet,
course. I'm
and
still
I've done plenty enough to break them because I throw those damn things. I just toss them.
Literally, when we're done, we throw them on the ground. And
Yeah.
Then, and we can't find them. And
You
then
can't find
It's like, are they under a weight? Are they under the board? Like,
So what was
where
the total?
are
That was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
they?
9.
Okay.
9 clips in there, and you'll notice as we make this a regular thing, we can never find them.
Yeah.
Ever.
We put them on the holes in the squat rack. We throw them to the side. We put them on like
The holes in the
counter.
squat rack is that's the most foolproof
Yeah.
because you know like that's the
I
first place I
remember
check.
saying, why don't we just make this a new thing? But what did that last? Maybe like 30 minutes, and then we
Yeah,
were just
and then
throwing
you
them,
just
like-
forget. Yeah,
yeah.
and then you keep
It's
going
not- yeah.
because like that's the thing too. Because it's not like it's convenient to just put them right there because that we use the clips all throughout the whole. We utilize the whole shed. We're working out the whole area. It's not just that little spot.
then-
So it's like
Somebody's doing the workout on the squat rack. Somebody's on the mats doing their thing. So that's like 2 sets of clips right there.
Yep.
And then you got like the ones that are on.
sometimes
like,
we'll even have
dumbbells.
3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but before we jump back on there, I see that we got the comments rolling. So we're going to jump back to the comments real quick before we go back to the video. So Joey Roberts said, no, my rest of I did that one. What's up, Darnell? Good to see you, brother. I'm glad that you joined us in. See, we getting everybody in here. All the familiar faces, that is. Bernie said, whether you're a circle or a square, I don't care. Whether or not I give a shit, I'm always the end game and too legit to quit. Thanks, Bernie.
Wow.
Dude, I'm quoting that. That's going to be my Facebook status. I'm going to make that my Facebook status, Bernie.
Me too.
Yeah. Right? Then good old, good to see you back in, Darnell. Lemonade Jourdain back on the screen. You got it. Craig Weber, happy holidays, Craig. Good to see you. Glad to see that you're back in here. Barry, one of you guys, and I don't think they're on the chat now, but guys, remember that there's another guy who was like sending me like these. He was supposed to send me like conspiracy theory videos that I was gonna check out. There was like they were like anti-vaxxer videos. So it's like I'm pretty sure I'm aware of what it is. So it should be a fun thing to check out, to see his videos, and then I can just be like, let me ask some questions about this video now, because it all depends on when they make it, because a lot of these things, like, they'll take videos from old like news footage, and then they'll try to be like, well, they're talking about these vaccines now, but it was a vaccine for something completely different, and then it has different types of effect. So, people are squirrely. Fake news, China. That was my Joe Biden impression. Shamla said, oh, I remember that video. Oh, was it broken? I thought the clip lock was missing, and that's why it fell off. We did a video of that? We might have did a video of that. Probably did it was probably a story. I probably did a story on breaking the new shit, And Lori said, hi, I'm getting my hair done, but I'm in here in between. Thank you, Lori. Hey, knowing that we have your support is all that matters, because just you being able to join us. I know it's a lot earlier than what you guys are used to us being on here, but I'm trying to make it more of a point to be on time
We still got the workout
and be
after
earlier.
this.
We still got our workout in. So, yeah, and that was why I wanted to make sure we get this in, and then we're going to go get a little bit of workout. So if you guys follow me on over to our Instagram, I'll go live on Instagram as well. But no, Joey, I'm not going to go back on later tonight, but I'll get back on with Instagram while we're doing our bench press workout, because we got a little bench press workout tonight, and that's always fun. And we can get through the bench press workout pretty quickly. But I'm glad that you're here, Lori. Joey, I got to Paul. I just want to wish you and your family Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What's the
Wow.
word?
New Year.
New Year.
Thanks. Happy Christmas
He's
and
falling
Merry
apart.
New Year.
Holidays.
Merry New Year and Happy Christmas. Not that right. How do you say it?
Who cares?
Merry,
Who cares? Why are you wasting my time about this?
Merry New Year.
Merry New Year and Happy Christmas.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. I like to play around. All right, back on over here to the important stuff. Now we got our squat session going on. If you guys are just now joining us, I know we got a bunch of people jumping in and jumping out, but now we're going back over to our squat session.
Happens to the best of us.
It does. Sometimes I got to complain about those clips.
There it is.
I was looking for one of the but I guess that one's better anyway.
So got
Let's-
245
Big
in there.
match. 225 for a set of 11. Got him 10 last time. Let's get it moving.
All right, well, get down there, baby.
All right.
Get down there, baby. Is everybody counting along or no?
No, that's not counting.
No, I'm sure people in the chat are probably counting. They're like, he said he was going to do 11. I bet he
There it
does
is.
10 and a half. 10 and a half, yeah.
Maybe 3/4.
Come on.
You got to breathe.
One more. Whew.
Kills ya. 11.
Get that heart rate up.
Yeah.
Shit. Woo.
No fucking around with the hypertrophy.
That word, see, you did that yesterday.
Why didn't you
Alright, what we
bleep it
got
out,
now?
man? Now
I didn't catch that one.
everybody thinks I'm bad now.
You are bad.
35.
You definitely are bad.
135.
Almost a
145.
So you can just
Wow!
the metal.
Yeah, that's perfect,
Oh, she's
actually.
counting along.
If you look jacked in a sweatshirt and sweatpants,
That's the goal.
That's like
That's
the
your
best
good.
tip.
You want to look good. You want to look jacked in. Hold on, let me turn that down. Sorry. You want to look jacked in sweatpants and sweatshirts. If you walk around and just looking, I mean, you can't beat that, man. That's what you want.
So here it was.
Here we go.
135.
That was 135.
Used to be my max.
You started that, or did I miss your
So
first set?
always
Because I
feels
feel like I
good
missed
coming
your
back
first
to this
set.
weight.
Exactly.
Pretty big
I
accomplishment.
did
The
because
first,
I had music.
the first ever max. Now you're working out with it. Not only are you working out with it, you're doing it above sets of 10,
Before my set because there was music still playing.
It's a killer though.
which means that ain't your max no more.
Definitely not my max no more. All right.
Probably the high rep max now. All right, let's see it.
Now, before you guys get too technical with everything, just remember, he's still new. He just started squatting, so give him a break.
No excuse. Alright, okay, Adam. Where I don't see you in I don't see him in there on leg day.
Yeah,
There
on
it
leg day
is.
too. You avoided leg day.
Good stuff. I like getting different angles. So people on the stream can see how ugly you are from every angle, you know? There it is. Good stuff. How many
Roasting
times?
me mid squat.
2 more. 10. 1 more. Good shit.
Now,
Set number 2 out of the way. How did set number 2 feel?
Oh god.
We got you pretty good?
Definitely moving up. Definitely gonna move up after that, but 115 to 135. Probably gonna put like a 5 on there. Should move up 10. But fuck, man.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Definitely get you.
And now, I'm gonna do, let's see.
so that's here, and here's another little spot where we can jump in real quick because so that was 135. And do you remember what your very, very first max was in the weightlifting?
Very
For
first
squats?
max for squats was officially 135 pounds.
It was 135.
It was
Yeah, because I knew it was like right. It was right there because we had you squat for a little while first, and then we had you do your max.
Do you think
yeah.
it was? Do you think 135 was the one that I couldn't get, so we knew that was my max?
I think Ralph just said he remembered because you remembered he got like that. That was it. That right there at that. Yeah, because you were right.
Couldn't go up, but down.
But you were at the big boy weight finally though.
Yeah.
Because you were like you actually had the 45s on there, and that
was
the
after
goal.
doing all of like the form and everything. So you're like, since it was like the number based like workouts, like the 50% of this, that, whatever.
Right.
It was like, yeah, that was the first max.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the number. So we had to get the numbers early so we could base it off for the rest of the workout.
Right. Exactly.
That was the first one. And however many months we said in the beginning as we tried to figure it out.
It's 5 or 6 months.
5 or
yeah,
6
it's about 5 or 6
later.
months. Yeah. Bernie said, "Good form and proper breathing is very important, especially on squats."
We
Excellent.
stressed that a lot too. The breathing.
The breathing's yeah.
We
yeah.
do.
Watch some videos of people passing out while they're trying to squat or deadlift, and they just go face first. Seen guys like doing deadlifts, and there's like dumbbells in the area, and they just boom. We just got spammed on Twitch. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the spam on Twitch. Barry Jones making me tired. Yeah, and we got a couple more that we're going to couple more sets of here that we're going to do, and then we're going to go get some more of our sets in the shred shed ourselves. So that was the end of the second set. Sorry, guys, I didn't get the first set. But my second set is coming up now.
I think it fell. You're going to have to wait till I pick it up.
Well,
While we're switching
I
to
cut
weights.
I cut it too, so
Okay.
I just like this part. So that was one of the things that are still harped on a lot with different strength training coaches and those types of things, where squats, like doing good high repetition squats, is just like you're burning just as many calories. And you really do, because I've seen it on my Fitbit where it gets my heart rate up so damn high. Like I do feel like I'm like yesterday. You felt like after his next set, you're gonna see like how he's feeling because you get your heart rate up. It's like squats will just take everything out of you.
You're exerting just as much energy. It takes a lot of energy to squat all the way down and squat all the way back up.
Look at the thickness.
There we go, baby.
Wow. Guys, I think he's coming big.
And I think I was doing 245 right here. Yeah, 245 for sets of 11, something like that.
Feel that weight now.
Not shaky.
Feels good, moving good.
He's getting down there.
See, that view shows that I am going parallel. I know sometimes it don't look like it.
When the inner
so
monster
long.
comes out.
These squats just take so long.
On leg day.
Oh shit! Yeah, it has to.
On leg day.
Woo!
I don't know if you guys could tell, but I think the bar was bending down a little bit.
A little bit on reps too.
Does that mean
On
you're
reps.
does that mean you're moving weight? Or
Fucking movements.
No, it just means that bar's designed to bend more than normal bars. It's a power clean bar, but still makes you look good.
yeah, I think the weight is getting moved. Because when you're putting on the weight and you're just like just a 5.
Yep, exactly.
You're only adding one.
You're
5
just
to
doing a
each
5.
side.
That's it. That's all you got.
Here's the last
I
set
can
right
do
here.
more.
5.
You could definitely do more. You can handle the 2.5s on your back. Maybe not on your bicep, but on your back definitely.
And you can hear me talking, but you can tell like I'm still kind of out of breath as I'm talking. It's hard for me to talk.
How much is this? So 135, 140, 150.
Yep.
180 is my 1 rep max. So 30 pounds off, I'm repping.
Yep.
I think that's pretty
And
good.
this is reps of 11 too.
Yeah.
It's not even like it's bullshit reps.
Every week goes up. So
It's actual repetitions.
when you start like increasing, like mid, like
This right here is called procrastination.
Yeah, guys.
Best thing.
I was still out of breath from my last set.
Yeah, you see the
Dude,
Yeah,
it's-
but we always call each other out when the other peoples are talking. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I want to lift. Oh, you guys, because you guys are talking. But then everybody has different times. Jimmy was the king. Jimmy was the king of the talking. He
you
beat
and
everybody.
Jimmy would get into some
Yeah.
topic that's controversial and go on for
Yeah.
years. And I'd be like, wait, are you going? Yeah, I'm going.
good. Good.
Oh, dude, these hurt so bad.
Good. Good. Good stuff.
Down there.
That's when I started hurting bad. That's when I was
There
like,
you go. Watch your back.
Feeling it then.
Get low though. There it is. Good. Don't let them legs wiggle. Hold
they're
strong.
coming along,
There it is. Good. Good job. Get up there.
Right there at that where those hips are.
There it is.
Breathing.
Good
breath.
shit.
Good, great breath.
Nice. How you feel now?
I don't think I've ever moved that much.
No, because you even went up higher than what you were thinking.
Oh my
Catch your breath. Good stuff.
Dude, there was no post interview for that one. That one I was just dead.
It's like, get that out of my. Leave me alone, man. I don't want to.
Good shit.
I don't care. Just leave me be.
Good shit. What do you say, man, in the mirror? I say good shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta write down those
Seeing
numbers.
those numbers go up, though, huh?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing as well is keeping track of your progress so that you know where you are, so that you can continuously try to boost it up a little bit. You
And
did
if
better
there's
than
not
last
like
week.
if you don't like hit like the numbers that you're trying to hit, then you write it down. So then the next week try and get it to that weight or like get it to that many reps. So if you don't like hit where you want it, then you make sure to write it down. Which
Exactly.
if I didn't hit it, I definitely wrote it down. But yeah, it's also cold in there, man.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is
cold right now.
So that was
Yeah.
like the first time I think I've worn shorts during like when it started to get cold, because usually I wear like really baggy sweatpants and it's so I can still have like room to like move inside of them. But
Nothing
it
beats
gets
shorts for
cold.
squats though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
why
the
I
same.
wore the
Because then you
shorts
feel like the
yesterday.
fabric rubbing against is like, oh, that's like that's
It's
so
still
many-
weird, yeah.
Yeah,
It
and then I took off my sweatshirt too because any weight didn't want any had to go full on for the video. Yeah, so
And Bernie
it's cold
said-
in there. We got like
Yep.
2 heaters in there. It's kind of insulated.
It's kind of the walls are insulated, but it's all going through the roof because the roof doesn't have any insulation.
Yeah.
But Bernie said needs to get his breathing spread out a little more. Exhale as he's pushing back, and stand helps push that weight back on end. Yep, exactly. That's the thing though. Like it's all practice as we're going, because we're not all like professional power lifters or professional bodybuilders or anything like that. So we're all trying to figure it out. But that's the thing too. That's the great thing about him is like being able to learn it at a younger age. He's going to be able to take those habits and continually grow on it. And you don't like there's 2 ways that you can look at it. He could be doing damage to himself, or if he's doing it properly, he's only going to be helping himself.
Yeah.
If you're doing it smart, then it's more likely that you're going to be doing positive things that are going to help you in the long run and not hurt you, because we don't want to get hurt. Like that's we're trying to avoid it. Injuries are going to happen. It's just going to happen, and you shouldn't practice, and you shouldn't wrestle, and you shouldn't do whatever you're going to do being afraid of injuries, because that's going to hold you back.
Exactly.
But you want to try to make yourself as prepared as possible. Calvert
Hey,
Hall workout
Calvert
on
Hall.
top, horse racing shorts on bottom. Good stuff, brother.
I think they're lax shorts.
Oh, because you had
They're-
an actual what's that? Oh, he's talking about like you had horse racing shorts on yesterday.
No, I had lax. It was lacrosse
okay,
shorts
okay.
on.
Okay. He's doing great for a young man, says Lisa. And Shamala said that's a good point, writing it down. I will try to note the reps I do. Definitely, Shy, that's the thing. If you pay attention to the reps that you're doing this week, you write them down. You go next week, try to do that same amount and then a little bit more. But then once you get up to maybe 15 to 20 reps, maybe you should grab something and hang on to it and hold it into your arms and increase the weight a little bit so you can make it tougher on you. And then before long, you're going to be holding on to things that are heavier. And you don't have to have like some weights on your back. You can just hold anything that weighs something and then do squats with it. And you can get a great, phenomenal workout. We've done heavy bag workouts where we just grab it, do squats, throw, like you do everything. So like you don't necessarily, and as you guys will see, we get very creative in the shred shed as it is. So we it's not the perfect gym, but it does the job.
Yeah.
It damn sure does the
One
job.
of the comments is like, don't anybody passing out. Well, like a thing like with going along with like the passing out is like the other week, like right when it was like the hypertrophy, or I don't know what we were doing, but it was squats, and it was like my first time where I think like I had to like, it was when it was too much and I had to like bail it off, and it was like getting toward the end. It was like my first time having to do that with like the squats too, because usually like on bench press you just like lift it up if like I need like the spot, but this was my first time doing this, and it just wasn't going through my head properly like what to do. So I like as I'm squatting I push it over the my head instead of like leaning back and dropping it.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, as long as you got it off of you. But then I was like, wait, that was definitely not right. And then like, yeah, it was one of those things that I was like, oh crap,
And that's
that could have been bad.
Yeah, and I've had that happen before, but I've had it where you know, like how we have the cage and it has the bars there that'll catch you.
Yeah.
We don't really have enough room in the stupid cage though. The cage is like it's small. It's even small for it's small for everybody until we move it. Once we move it, it might be a better situation. We'll definitely get better view, like better access to angles.
Because like the
for it, that's for
board,
sure.
like kind of like you have to like step up on it.
Yeah.
So, well, we're gonna do some remodeling. At least they are.
A little bit, yeah.
Come in.
Yeah, but yeah, just like Bernie said, don't want anyone passing out. But that's the main point about why I harp on breathing and safety. And like everything else, Bernie said, like everything else, growth comes in exponential waves through the great process of learning. 100%. That's it. That's exactly it. You nailed it. And now we're moving on. Hydration is key. That's for sure.
Ron's always got his water and his tea.
Caffeine addicted.
Essential.
Yeah. Addicted to something besides weights. So, 245s,
Yep.
10, and a 5. And I think the clips are like
Addicted to
30
what,
pounds. So
man?
I think we should.
I wasn't getting into anything. I was just saying.
Yeah.
I was laughing at
For sure.
cameraman skills.
And this
What the
might be one of the workouts where the legs are a little wobbly all the way through.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Well, I always feel on high
Well,
reps,
he's
man,
all wobbly right now anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, from the squats.
Yeah.
That, 'cause this is
I am
my last
so
step.
sore.
So I think
The
I went
only
up to
thing that could do
250 for
that
this
to
one,
Ron is the
250,
weights.
255.
It's just the weights.
Nothing else.
Nope.
As
Dream on. All right.
Guys, he's laughing until he has to move the weights.
And then you gotta get
Folks,
serious.
I can't fucking smile. I can't put a smile on and have this shit on my back.
True.
Not for fucking 12 reps, maybe for one. Could definitely do it for one.
Alright, here we go.
Every rep is hard. But you know you don't have a choice. You just have to do it.
Yeah. Especially not on camera. I don't think Ron would ever dare to fail moving weights on camera.
I have posted some failure videos too.
2 more.
Part of the game.
One more. Look at the veins.
The arm veins, the leg veins.
Oh, he held it.
Had to go a little bit. Woo!
Good
He's
last
still
step right
That's how
there.
you finish that shit.
He's still breathing.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely
Got it.
breathing.
Dude, you had some veins
shit.
in that.
Barely breathing on that one.
Getting that fucking burn with the hamstring.
And then right after that, of course, everyone's favorite movement.
These are my actual least favorite workout that we have.
And I only have 2 sets of this.
So I
because,
think we moved the camera so you can see it, but it like if you've seen, it's like a big box that he built out of like wood, and we do like our step ups on them. So you like on like one leg you go up and then you kick with the other, or like go up and then you're holding like the 45-pound bar. And after doing squats and like it is actually bad. It is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's not good.
It's not fun.
But it's good for you, and it helps
Yeah.
your balance. It helps all you everything that you really need especially for your legs. But you definitely feel it. It don't feel good, but it feels good. You know, that's a weird thing. It hurts so good. Is that the saying?
This is part of the slower part of it, but
Yeah.
one of the more
Yeah.
important ones because,
Just getting the steps. And this is going to help you walking upstairs as well.
I am so thankful for that.
It's going to help, and that like one of the more like important things, especially in the long run. The older you get, the first thing that goes out is your legs.
Okay.
So like
Or back.
So or your back, but still connected. You know, like that's why there's that balance. Like we want to be pushing it. We want to be hard. We want to be lifting as hard as we can. But we also the longevity is so important. Like we have to make sure that we're not doing any more damage to ourselves, because when you get older, all that work doesn't matter if you can't even walk. Like if you're going to be like Hulk Hogan and you get 3 hip surgeries and you only have 2 hips, I mean, you had to cut yourself open twice and put something in there. And I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but I know he probably had like 2 hip surgeries on both hips probably. But that's from like years of carrying so much extra weight on his unnatural weight on his body, and you know, like that's a big thing too that you have to look out for as a pro wrestler who also is like the size of a bodybuilder. Your body is not built to be jumping and running around and all that other good stuff. So, you know, that's why I have more of an athletic build. I don't try to get too bulky and too big, because I like to be able to move. I hated once I got up to 280 pounds. Every time I would walk upstairs, I'd be sweating. I'd be out of breath. My heart rate would be up because I'm carrying so much extra weight. Like, yeah, you look big and you take up space, but you're not going to last. You're not going to live that long. You know, it's just not how it goes, you know? So we had Bernie in the chat said, Liquid Break Shred Shed style. Hydration Nation in the house. You know it, Bernie.
Yes, sir.
And then Lisa said, as long as he got you and Adam and he be and great and Jimmy too. Right on. Lisa said, hi to all from WrestleMerica that's watching to Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Lisa. Shut up, Adam. Read that next one.
Have you seen Hulk lately? He lulls like death.
He does a little like death. He does. Yeah, he's aged a lot. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan does not look like Hulk Hogan anymore.
Does
he
he
looks
still
like
have,
Santa
like,
Claus.
the-
Did. Let me see if I can find like a recent picture. Now we're gonna
Like
go
Hulk
off a
Hogan
little track, but
Hulk Hogan 2020
yeah,
images.
yeah, buddy. Oh, there goes Hulk.
Hulk Hogan
Let's go 2020.
2020.
Yeah, there you go, Ralph. And that's not even like the best. I guess it'd be like that.
Wow.
Yeah, jeez.
He's getting up
He
there,
looks like an
man.
old man.
Yeah, he looks like an old man now. I mean, that's always been the joke about Hogan. He always looked old, but now he actually looks like a grandpa. Hulk Hogan looks like a grandpa.
Dude,
What's up,
imagine
grandpa?
just being like, oh, I'm going over to my grandpa's house. Oh yeah, that's Hulk Hogan. by the
Grandpa
way.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
That's so badass. I love it. Like I Google Hulk Hogan now, and it says, is Hulk Hogan still alive in 2020? Now, how old is Hulk Hogan? Now I want to know. 1953. Wow. Damn, Hogan, you're in your 70s, bro.
70.
He's 67.
Never. Oh my lord.
He's like almost in his 70s. That's woo. And Vince McMahon's almost in his
Never
80s.
mind. He aged well then.
Yeah, yeah.
For
like
67.
he just close to 70s.
He looks like he could
just now
still
looks
beat
like
up
that.
everybody.
Yeah, in the beginning of his 60s, he still didn't look that old. Like now he's just getting up there, man. But here's what we can all take comfort in. Hopefully, we will be lucky enough to live that long. You know, that's like the goal. Yeah, Bernie, I just looked it up. Hogan is 67. Hi, Georgian. I messed up your name, sorry. But it's good to see you again. 72. We had a 72. He might be 72. Hogan said the leg drop was the big reason the hips have been so bad in recent years. They asked him about one thing he'd change from his run. He would have been using his Japanese finisher of the lariat clothesline instead of a leg drop. I know, and people used to make fun of the leg drop. But like, because it's just a leg drop, you know, and wrestling's all about the fancy moves. But if you see a 300-pound man drop his leg on his hamstring on your face, you're probably gonna be knocked out. On your head, you're done, you know. So it's a great move, realistically, if you think about it, but it's very hard to get if you were trying to really get that move on somebody. So Bernie said McMahon is 75, I think, and Flair is right up there also. Yeah, I made that up. Ha, Barry, okay. Because I just looked it up, so I didn't know if Wikipedia was right or if you were wrong. But I think I had it right in the first place.
Just stepping up there, just getting up there, and
It's
then
so
going,
much harder than what it looks.
I
isn't
know
it?
everybody's like, okay, just step ups,
Oh,
but
it's just step ups.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, just step up with your one leg now.
Yeah, with
after
your-
you destroyed both your
Yeah,
legs.
exactly.
There goes Adam. He did a squeal. Adam likes the squeal.
So the box is a little tall, so I have to like move like a 25-pound weight to stand on, so it's not as like.
Yeah, so it's not
Yeah.
so high. No, Barry, it's all good, brother. You can't take us. You know how this show is. You can't take us off track. We're always on track. It's so long. Aren't these sets so long?
Dude,
They
I
take
know.
forever.
It's like it's
Watching is one thing, but
doing it feels 10 times longer than sitting in the chat and watching it or whatever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so there's the angle. You can kind of see the box
Yeah.
more.
And here's the problem that I was having. So as you can see, like I'm moving well and everything, but I did not want to crash the barbell into the lights. So right now we still have lights that are directly above us, so we have a hard time doing like press movements and any type of movements. And that box was so high, I was like getting close to hitting the the ceiling. So I got a little nervous here towards the end. But look at them legs. Look at them legs. Them legs ain't no joke, right, guys?
They're moving.
They are moving.
I don't know if you included it, but it's like I picked up the camera and like showed that you're literally like hitting the lights. You're like actually like touching.
I
the
think it was
lights.
the other. I think I missed it because it was probably like a little bit later. But I thought that this was good now because we're actually right on time. So perfect. And that was the end of that. So that was. I just figured I would give you guys a little bit of a taste test so that everybody could see how we are in the Shred Shed and what's going on with the Shred Shed. And we've been telling you like we're going to be doing these updates once a week. So now that we figured out a good time and everything, and now like once school gets back into session, we'll do the show first and then we'll go get our lift in. Because like either way, if we're going to have to rush the lift, I'd rather rush the lift to take them home instead of rushing the lift to go to the stream and then rushing and then you're rushing and then like, no, we'll just get the stream over with. We know how that's going to be. It's going to be about an hour. We're good to rock and roll, and that's how it goes. But, yeah, so that's what this show's going to be. We're going to be talking about once a week. We're going to have our little get-together, our little powwow, and we'll have Jimmy in here as he like comes on his random times whenever he can make
filters
it. He's
in and
supposed to
out.
filter in sometime this week, so we'll see whenever Jimbo makes it. Maybe we can get some recording in when he's here at least. But make sure that you guys subscribe, like, comment, and share. Sharing's more important than anything because sharing is caring, right, fellas?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring. Other than that, thank you guys for joining us. I think that this was a fun episode. This was a little bit of an experiment. We spent a lot of time in there in the Shred Shed, and guys, not yet. We're just about like just wait for do it on Instagram. We'll do it on Instagram. But yeah, guys, glad that motivated you, Shy. We're going to be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing this a lot more. You got anything else before we roll? Before we jump off of here? Anybody got any shout outs? Anything that y'all want to put over? No Instagrams? No like any of that type of stuff?
No,
Everybody
no
good?
shout outs. Maybe we'll do a like one of the episodes where we do our like protein shakes.
Yeah, that'll
'Cause
be good.
that's like a treat.
That'll be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll
so
be a
we'll
fun
do
little
one
thing.
of those because those are fun. We can film those.
Yeah.
Because we got the kitchen
Everything's
right there.
Everything's literally right there.
Yeah. Those are fun.
All right. Well, guys, thank you all for joining us. Yeah, Mancat fights a lot, Bernie. I just saw that before I was about to sign off. But thank you guys for joining us. We will peace out, and we're going to see you all later. So have a great night, guys. Bye.